You have no idea what's coming.
Nice suit.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things critics are saying about John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at what members of the press are saying about the third entry in the John Wick series so far. Number 10. Pure visceral cinema.
You have no idea what's coming.
With the summer movie season officially upon us, audiences are craving entertainment that feeds into our animalistic desire to see non-stop, adrenaline-pumping mayhem on the screen. And that is exactly what John Wick Chapter 3 delivers, according to Hoai Tran Bui of Slash Film, who described the film as, quote, pure visceral cinema. Bui elaborated that this third chapter, quote, returns to a leaner, exhilarating story chock full of breathless, bone-crunching action and even a few laughs. She additionally stated that the film had her sweating a half an hour in, meaning we all may want to bring a washcloth into the theater.
There's no escape for you. The high table wants your life.
Number 9. Knives. Lots of knives. The John Wick franchise is defined by its ingeniously choreographed gunplay, helping to popularize the term gun fu. The standout weapons in Chapter 3 may very well be knives, however. Ethan Alter of Yahoo Ent praised a particular scene in which, quote, Keanu and a bunch of bad dudes are just chucking knives at each other for about 5 minutes straight, and it's pretty much the greatest thing ever. Alter initially feared that the filmmakers might have played their trump card too early, but he was just as impressed with the rest of the movie, saying, quote, it's got massive set pieces, Matrix references, Mansukas, and more up its bloody sleeve.
What do you need?
Guns. Lots of guns.
Number 8. Controversy. Ooh.
Mr. Wick broke the rules. I trust you understand the repercussions if he survives.
Although GameSpot's Mike Rougeau generally commended the film's action, characters, and world building, he wasn't gung-ho about everything, noting, quote, certain things will be controversial. Since Rougeau thankfully didn't go into spoiler territory, the potential controversy will remain vague until we've all seen the movie. Terry Schwartz of IGN seemed to share a similar sentiment, however, tweeting, quote, some of the storytelling and character decisions left me scratching my head and questioning motivations when I left the theater. Schwartz otherwise had a blast though, adding that her qualms wouldn't stop her from seeing a potential John Wick Chapter 4, which we are all hoping to see materialize as well. Number 7. Adds depth to the John Wick universe.
Jonathan, what have you done?
To dream the impossible dream.
What makes the John Wick series so intriguing is that we've never been given too much information at once. Each chapter has organically taken us deeper and deeper into the world of assassins. Chapter 3 continues to peel the curtain back, while also upping the ante. According to Brent Goldman of Film Inquiry, this film, quote, adds new depth to the John Wick universe. Jim Vejvoda also applauded the film for, quote, providing new facets to the intricate underworld lore fans of the franchise have come to love. In addition to expanding upon its lore, Chapter 3 delivers more of everything we've come to expect, from fights to dogs.
It's fun to just go bigger and bolder.
Each one of them increasing the amount of world building on a really unique and interesting level.
The gold coins, the speakeasy, what can we infuse into each film?
Mr. Wick broke the rules.
Number 6. Chad Stahelski plus Keanu Reeves equals perfect cinematic partnership. Chad Stahelski's knack for exhilarating action can be largely attributed to the fact that he was a stuntman and stunt coordinator long before becoming a director. Stahelski notably acted as a stunt double for Keanu Reeves on The Matrix, jump-starting their professional relationship. Although Reeves starred in his fair share of duds after the Matrix trilogy wrapped up, Stahelski reminded audiences what a badass actor he could be with the original John Wick. Reeves and Stahelski reunited for John Wick Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 appears to be another winning collaboration. As JoBlo.com's Jimmy O put it, the film, quote, continues to prove that director Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves make a perfect cinematic partnership. Number 5. Who let the dogs out? And thank God they did.
Daisy. Of course.
Daisy wasn't just a puppy to John, but a final gift from his late wife. Since Daisy's death drove John to take the revenge route, it's only fitting that Chapter 3 would double down on the dogs.
All of this for what? Because of a puppy?
Wasn't just a puppy.
Collider's Vinny Mancuso had an especially hilarious tweet about how awesome the film's canines are, posting, quote, "If the first movie is the one where the dog dies, this is like Revenge of the Dogs. These dogs chomp dicks."
And so far, you haven't disappointed.
If you're still not over what happened to Daisy, Chapter 3 should finally give you some closure.
Good dog.
Also, are we the only ones who find it ironic that this movie's coming out the same day as A Dog's Journey?
And then, it happened. I was a puppy again, and CJ was my new purpose. She was a gigantic baby now.
Number 4, insane action set pieces.
After this, we are less than even.
There's no escape for you.
Speaking of pooches, Stephen Weintraub stated on Twitter that his favorite set piece in the film involved Keanu Reeves, Halle Berry, and her dogs. Of course, Weintraub was overall enthralled by the entire production, writing, quote, "Some of the action set pieces are so insane, you'll wonder how director Chad Stahelski and his team filmed them. From the Red Circle shootout in the first film to the museum showdown in the second, this series has already set the bar high for bombastic action sequences. If early word of mouth is any indication though, the filmmakers have not only hit another bullseye, but have also essentially blown up the whole target in Chapter 3. Number 3, character-driven action. A gunshot always carries more weight when we know who's pulling the trigger and who's on the receiving end of the barrel. As phenomenal as the action is, the John Wick series has proven to be so much more than mindless escapism.
Have a drink. And relax. For now. It's personal.
Before we even knew he was a deadly assassin, John made a strong connection with his audience that made us want to follow him on this trail of turmoil. Our emotional attachment to John isn't lost in this third chapter, and the fascinating supporting players he encounters are equally gripping.
I'm not service anymore, John, so I don't go around shooting people in the head.
I'm not asking you to kill anyone. I just need you to get me to him.
Courtney Howard of Variety says that the film, quote, extends world-building dynamics beautifully, but also assigns meaningful resonance to character-driven action. Likewise, she couldn't have been more thrilled with Reeves' performance, calling him, quote, perfect. Number 2, a living video game.
I trust you understand the repercussions if he survives.
Many critics have been raving that Detective Pikachu is the best video game movie ever.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
But Pokémon may have met its match in John Wick Chapter 3. Okay, so the John Wick films aren't technically based on a video game, but you can definitely see how the franchise's shootouts and revenge plot might have been inspired by certain gaming tropes. Actually, John Wick is probably the closest we're ever gonna get to a good Max Payne or Hitman movie. It appears this third chapter takes things to the next level, no pun intended, as Forbes' Scott Mendelson described the film as, quote, a living video game. In that sense, this should be the video game movie we always wanted, but never thought we could have. Number 1, it's the best of the franchise.
John Wick. The price on your head is now $18 million, and it will continue to rise until you are dead.
And away we go.
Remember how the Matrix movies started out on a high note but left audiences high and dry with its sequels? Well, the John Wick movies have fortunately managed to avoid a similar fate. Chapter 2 was one of the rare follow-ups that lived up to its predecessor. Based on the enthusiastic social media posts, John Wick's latest outing may be the best action threequel since The Bourne Ultimatum. JTE Movie Thinks put the film on a pedestal, writing, quote, action-wise, it's the best of the franchise, with a great mix of gun and hand-to-hand combat. Now let's see if Reeves can fit another winning trilogy under his belt when Bill and Ted Face the Music comes out in 2020.
I'm not gonna kill him, I just need to talk.
What could he possibly give to you?
Guidance.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.